Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about how to generate between 10 to 30 seller leads with your pending listing with listings to leads. So how to not only generate, but also how to engage 10 to 30 seller leads a week. What I'd like to have you do is go ahead and log into your listings to leads account. We can actually do this together so that by the end of this video, you're actually done with most of the marketing you need to do to be generating all of these leads. Also, pending, this is my absolute favorite status to market. This is almost like a black box of marketing because you know what's going on with your listing and nobody else does. So this is something that only you have information about, not Zillow, not realtor.com. But this also does work with a borrowed listing. So if you don't have a new pending or a new sold listing to market every single week, I really want you to think about borrowing a listing to do, because that is with the market listing checklist and listings to leads for either a pending or a just sold listing, you can really start becoming known as a person that is talking about pending and sold listings. And that's what you really want in this marketplace. So in addition to marketing a listing that is for sale every week, coming soon, just listed, active, or open house, every week you also want to be marketing a pending or sold listing. And in this video today, I'll walk through both how to market a pending listing that's yours, but also how to market a pending listing that is not yours. And the next week, we'll do the sold listings so you can see how that's done as well. And keep in mind, this is also part of our how to make $250,000 plus a year in real estate masterclass. For more information about that, go to listingstoleads.com/250. So if you are not a client, or even if you are, go to listingstoleads.com and either go ahead and sign into your account or log in for a free trial. Once you go ahead and log in, you'll end up on the dashboard, but go ahead and click on Get Started and make sure everything under account setup is complete, updated. And if you ever change companies, change the logos, change colors, change phone numbers, all that can be always updated here. Add social media accounts, add ad accounts, things like that. So make sure you keep this updated as appropriate. So let's go to listings because we're going to market a pending listing. And again, I'm going to go through a pending listing that is yours first, and then we'll go through and do one where we're going to borrow a listing, so that every single week, I want to make sure that you are marketing either a pending or a sold listing the way I'm going to walk through here today. It's really going to help you get more listings over time. Okay. So I got a listing in my account and it could have been active or any other status. And excuse me, I don't want to click market listing. I wanted to click on the status symbol or the status dropdown and change the status to either pending or in contract, under deposit, active, contingent. So any of these statuses is fine. It's the same thing for our purposes, but I've already got a listing here that is pending. So I'll click market listing. And the first thing here I want you to pay attention to is the fact that in the overview, we're going to walk through real quickly all the different tools that you can use and what to expect from them. But there's a green view button here. Click that, open this page up, and I'm really going to recommend that you spend about 10 minutes reading through this. This is as if you and I were sitting next to each other and I was walking you through at a bar. We got the laptop and I'm sitting next to you, walking you through, and as if I'm walking you through exactly how to do this. So you'll see on here, I even talk about just sold, where you're the selling agent, the benefits of marketing both, or why pending is so powerful. And again, when I say pending, I'm also referring to in contract, under deposit, active, contingent, any of those kind of statuses. I talk about the power of pending and sold together, which is absolutely powerful. And then I go through every one of those items on the market listing checklist in detail. The blue hyperlinks are to the support posts. They got the support posts right there as well. All the scripts I'm going to talk about in this call today are found right here as well. So the scripts for the nearby homeowner letter, the scripts for your database, there are scripts for the seller when they send out the seller tools. And you will see here at the bottom is a video where I walk through every tool in absolute detail. So with that said, also here is a download checklist. Click on that. And this checklist, I'm going to highly recommend that you download it, print it, and put it next to your desk and check it off and fill it out as you get done so that you in case you don't get done with everything in one sitting, which is very likely, could happen, that you have this right next to you to remind you to not forget about getting all of this done pretty quickly in a couple of days if possible. You should really be able to get this done in like 20 to 30 minutes once you get the hang of it. And this should happen pretty quickly if you keep up with doing, especially if you do it with our training. So first thing on this list here is the Facebook and Instagram ad. I'll just click it right there. Keep in mind, for every item on this list, there is a blue questions button right here. If you click this, it'll open up the support post for that particular item. And this is also what we're linking to from the previous page I was talking about. But you'll see text, screenshots, and usually a video as well on every support post, walking you through the exact item here. So for a Facebook and Instagram ad, what we do is we default to a Facebook lead ad automatically. Nothing you need to do. 100% of the budget will go to the ad. So there's nothing that we take off the top. Some other companies do. You'll see here, we automatically fill in location. We got the radius of 15, lifetime budget of $50 that can be edited. So you can edit that budget to whatever you want. You can change the lifetime to daily. We do a start end date of 1 week. All is editable. Great image, right? Completely editable as well. The only thing I recommend that you do for a pending listing, and this is true of any type of seller lead, is to market it to a custom audience. So that might be my database. So let's just say I've got Wise Agent, and it might mean to my seller list that I got from a program, maybe like My Plus Leads or RedX of all the homeowners in my farm area. And I want to put this ad to them. Now, if you don't have any custom audiences, don't worry about it, but just think in your mind about the idea of putting together some custom audiences, get in our mastermind group if you need help with that. But essentially, if you have a custom audience, I can make sure that in particular, my seller ads are seen by those people in particular. So you got advanced options for 99% of us. I'd say don't worry about that. Click create ad, and that will get sent to Facebook and Instagram for review. It should be live here pretty quickly. And what happens is people see the ad, they click it, and it'll come up and I'll ask them what is their selling time frame. They'll answer that. Then they go to name, email, and phone number that pre-fill from Facebook automatically. And then they will go through to the single property website where they can put in their property address and get a home value and see the other information about your listing. Next up is the social media post. And if you have your account set up, done, this will have auto posted to all of your social media accounts. So we got Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google. So you got Google My Business as well that you can auto post to. And you can see here how that works. So I got a pending listing, and people click the Facebook post. They go to the single property website, similar to what they do from the ad, exactly like what they do from the ad. And here you can see all the information about my listing. They get their home value. And here they can see my 100 point home marketing plan. They can get PDF guides on the home selling and home buying process, and to see more information about that listing right there. So all these tools are linking to that single property website after we capture the lead information. So next up on this market listing checklist is the share on seller social media. And this is something you want to make sure that you are doing. So many people get so much great results from this. So make sure, if it didn't go out already, if it did, that's great. You know what to do. But if you need to, click the green send to seller, put in the seller's email and salutation right here, and click send or save. What that will do is that will send the seller an email that looks just like this. It'll have a little information above it so that you can see what it looks like, or they can have the information on how to use it, right? You'll be emailed as well. You'll be CC'd. They're going to think it came from you. So you're going to call them up. And again, the script I'm going to give you real quickly is on the link we talked about earlier in the overview section by clicking the green view button. But you'll call the seller up and just say something like, hey, Ian, this is Scott at L2L Realty. I want to make sure that your property is now pending. And even though we expect it to close with no problems, I'm going to keep marketing your home in this market, because until you close escrow, we want to keep making sure that people know it's still for sale, right? We haven't closed escrow. And this is such a great marketing opportunity for you. And it's such a great message to get to the seller's sphere of influence on both social media and email, because this is where people get excited about what you are doing for their friend. So make sure the seller gets that social media post. make sure they get the email, call them up, make sure they get it. If they have any questions, you can help them, and refer to the post via the pending overview tab for the full script on how to use that. Next up is a nearby homeowner letter. And again, this is one of the best tools for getting seller leads. You want to get this to 100 homes around that listing if it's your listing in particular. So you can either download it and print it right from here. You can click the green print and mail button and mail it to 100 homes directly from your Listings to Leads account. You could also, if you use a program like Redx or a call system like that, you could pull a list from that system to Circle Prospect, but also download that list and mail this letter to that list. And you're going to get so much better results if you both mail and call versus either mailing or calling. Hopefully that makes sense. Calling or mailing is definitely better than nothing. But if you do both together 3 times over the course of the listing, pending and just sold, you want to do it for sure. But if you can do it also maybe for just listed or open house, that would be fabulous as well. So either way, get that letter out, refer to the overview support post for the full script on Circle Prospecting with that letter. But that letter is a phenomenal tool. People get multiple listings from one mailing of it sometimes. So it definitely works. The next tool up is the e-flyer for your database. And again, this is another tool that you want to make sure everyone in your database gets. Again, buyers are curious about pending listings because they're wondering, is the market going up? Sellers are curious about pending listings because they're thinking, is the market going up or down, right? So everyone's curious about a pending listing and they can't go to Zillow to get the information. So make sure to get copy code, go to your CRM, and send an email blast to your database. Ask your support at your CRM how to send an HTML email if you need to know. It literally takes 30 seconds to do. So if you're a little intimidated by doing that, or you think it's not really worth it, I promise you the 60 seconds in total it will take you to send this email to your database, the results that you're going to get based on feedback, you will be thrilled that you did it. So get that e-flyer to your database for your pending listing. Next up is a short form video script. You want to make sure you're doing this every single week. This is the number one form of really transmitting value, right? Over time in particular, because it is your voice, it is your face, it is you, it's your personality showing through, and it's free. A short form video with the algorithms on social media, pushing them the way they do, you really want to make sure that you're using this tool. And another thing also, when you get into the listing presentation and you're able to talk about how short form video is able to attract inactive buyers to your home that may not be looking in this area, they may not be actively looking on Zillow or Trulia Now, but by the using short form video and the algorithms on social media, I can get that video to a lot of people that may not be in an active buyer market, thereby getting more qualified buyers for your home. So if you're not using that in a listing presentation and somebody else is, you might start losing listings, right? Because sellers are going to start expecting this. And if you're not doing short form video, you're going to start losing out. And the scripts that we've got for you are absolutely fantastic. They generate leads. And all you do is click send. Make sure that goes to your phone, open that email up on your phone, drop that script into a teleprompter app, record it, get it up on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And you can also save that video and use it as a Facebook post as well, which is a lot of fun to do. So again, always click the blue button here or refer to the other post that we reviewed a little earlier for all the great details on all of this. You got the single property website. Nothing you need to do here because we are going to automatically link everybody to this from the various tools. You got a virtual tour as well. Now, the one thing I'll say about these is you can use full professional photos, professional videos, walkthrough videos, 3D tours, floor plans. So you can upload a lot of other media here as well. Just click edit and you can click on photos, videos, 3D tours, other aspects of that listing that you might want to edit as well. We have open house sign-in forms, which really for a pending listing is not needed, but this next part is also very important. Hopefully this is coming out properly, but you get the idea. Sale pending. Make sure if it's your listing, you get that on the yard sign and make sure you got the text information below it. And I'll get to that in a minute but get the clear plastic flyer box and get about 10 to 15 of these listing flyers in the yard sign. Because when they see people walking by or driving by, see pending, and they see that you can text for more information or that you got flyers in the flyer box, you're going to get more seller leads and you're likely to get more buyer leads as well. So here you can see the print flyer. They can scan the QR code. They can send a text. We got the home value landing page right here. But even when they scan the QR code, the mobile pending single property website actually has seller lead capture as the primary lead focus. Even if they just go right to the single property website, you are going to have a very strong possibility of generating seller leads from that. So get those listing flyers on the yard sign, get this up, and make sure, of course, that you've got your sign writer. And here's a little tip. So if you're watching this video, congratulations, because what I would do is I would get one of these sign writers. Once my listing changes to pending, I would swap out the call for text and info, and I would drop this sign writer on there. So get with our support team if you need help on that, although you can, again, also click here. But every one of you has this available in your account, and you can put it on your yard sign when it goes pending and start generating a lot more seller leads. So get that on your yard sign. I'm telling you, it absolutely works. We talked a little bit earlier about the nearby homeowner letter, but we also do have postcards and door hangers that are absolutely beautiful. So click print mail to mail it directly from our system. You can also download the files and mail it from another program as well. So that is it. That's all I got for you as a listing agent with a pending listing to market, to really generate and engage 10 to 30 seller leads minimum. Now, if it is not your listing and you need to borrow a listing to get some pending and sold credibility, right? So we want to make sure that our audience, they know that we are an agent that can get listings in the contract, get listings sold. And even though maybe we haven't done it yet, we can still talk about listings that are. So again, it's that association with success is what we're looking for here. So what you can do is, and so watch what I do with a photo. We're not going to take a photo of the front of the house. We're not going to steal photos from listing agents. What we're going to do is we're going to add listing manual. And you'll get the photo before you do this, but let me just set this up for you. I'll do status, whatever is appropriate. So maybe in your area you call active contingent. Headline, I'll just say, now if you're going to borrow a listing, click on a showing agent. You don't really have to necessarily, because you're not really using the property address, but if you want to, you could, right? Whatever. And under street, do another home in Folsom, California. And I'll give it a price, a listing price, right? If I'm not the listing agent, I probably don't know what the price is. Save and add photos. Now for the photos, let's see if I've got access to the photo I want to show you. If not, we'll do it in the listing. But let's see here if I do. But the idea is, oh, here we go. Perfect. Something like this or this, where we're going to do like a view of down the street of the homes, so that we're not going to show one specific home, but there's another home pending in Folsom, right? Another home pending on Maple Drive in Folsom, but I'm not going to give the actual street address in any of my marketing, so that I'm not talking about any one particular listing per se in my marketing or my advertising. I can mention that if I talk to somebody one-on-one on the phone or in person, I can mention the property address, but I won't do that. And I won't show the house. I won't highlight the house in particular either. Click save and start marketing. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'll come back up to the overview. And again, I can click the view to get it's the same overview as before. Again, I got the checklist as well. And we'll go to Facebook and Instagram ads. And now you're going to see, make sure you read through this. Another home in Folsom, California is now active contingent and is expected to close soon. When this home is sold, it'll affect your home's value. Click below. How awesome is that? It works absolutely beautifully. Not enough images, so I'll click edit image, and I will find a template that works for, I like that one. And I would just use one photo, right? I'm showing you 2 photos here. just use one photo. It's totally fine. Don't try to get two photos that look like almost the same, because people are going to think, why are they showing me pretty much the same photo twice with a 10% angle of a difference? So I just use one photo. I just want to show you, like, that might be a photo type I use, or this photo over here might be type I use. So here's my ad, just like last time, right? $50 lifetime budget for 1 week. I would still look to see if I could retarget to my custom audience, just like last time. If I don't have a custom audience, I'm not going to worry about it. All right. I'm not going to let the fact that I don't have perfection keep me from actually doing it. You'll still get benefit from it. And so but if you do have them, then use them, right? Create ad. Easy enough. Again, the social media post will auto post automatically to all your socials as appropriate. It'll look just like what the previous one looked like, but instead of having the property address, it'll say another home in, right? Just like this one did. You got I really wouldn't know if I would use the nearby homeowner letter or any direct mail around a pending or sold listing that wasn't mine. If I was going to, I'd probably make sure I was door knocking with that letter. Another home on Maple Drive. And again, that way I'm not like literally marketing somebody else's specific listing to the homeowners who they probably know as well, quite a few of them. I think it's fair game to door knock for sure, right? So check that out if you want. Definitely get that e-flyer to your database, just like the listing agent would. So again, copy code, go to your CRM, Constant Contact, Follow Up Boss, whatever email program you use, drop that HTML in there and get that to your database. I would still do the short form video script. So you can see here, hey, everyone in Folsom, will let you know that another home in Folsom is now active contingent, or I could say, won't let you know that another home on Maple Drive in Folsom is active contingent. You can get all the photos, details, and more by texting 1008. So if you're subscribed to the Listings to Leads text service, that will appear there automatically as well. And really, that's it, right? You can't use the listing flyers or the sign writers, obviously, if it's not your listing. But by just doing the ad, the post, the e-flyer to your database, and the short form video script, you're going to get a lot of coverage around a lot of platforms. That's way better than doing nothing at all, because it's going to solidify you as someone. If you do it every single week, right, for a different listing at a different status that is either pending or sold, can you see how that's going to benefit you over time in particular? Because people are going to start noticing that you are someone that's always talking about listings going pending or sold. Hopefully some of them are your listings, but if not, we want that consistency. We want to make sure we got that consistency over time, because whether it's your listing or listing that you're borrowing, that's how we're going to get more people coming to us to list their properties. Okay. So if you have any questions on this, let us know, and we'll talk to you soon.